Remember the basic fundamental that the club has to descend through impact. That ties all the shots together. All right, so descending means the club is moving down like a plane landing. Ascending means the plane is taking off. So we got to have the club moving down through impact. Okay, here's principle number one. Stand to the handle. So we said that wherever you put the handle, make sure you center yourself to the golf club. So if I want to hit a low short game shot, I'll move the handle forward and then I'll move over and stand to it. So the club points at my middle, and here's the most important thing. Your spine needs to be straight. The most common mistake we see around the short game is when people tilt backward. They might put their hands forward, but they tilt backward. Whenever your spine is backward, the club is going to swing upward. You're going to hit fat and thin shots. So stand to the handle with your spine straight. Principle number two is very simple. Start the club head first. Most common mistake we see in timing is when people start the golf swing around the green with either their legs or their hands. So at the top of your golf swing, for whatever shot you're hitting, the first thing that should move is the club head. The club head has to start down first so that it gets there and matches up with your body. Remember, we talked about at impact, the club head, your hands, and your body should form a straight line. If your legs get there first, the club head's going to be behind. If your hands get there first, it's also going to be trapped. So remember, club head has to start down in front. The key to that is make sure your hands and arms are relaxed. If you get tight, the club head will lag. All right, your third principle is a single pivot point. And that simply means that you never want to fall to your back side. So if someone falls backward, they're falling back into the right leg, the club will swing upward. A single pivot point means that wherever I set my body weight, if I'm hitting a low shot, I'll probably put a little more weight on my left leg. I'm going to pivot around that side. If I'm hitting a high shot, I set up with 50-50, but again, I pivot around that front leg. The biggest mistake we see in the short game with weight distribution is when people fall to their back leg and then the club swings up. So remember your three scoring zone principles. Number one, stand to the handle. Number two, keep your arms and hands relaxed and let the club head start down in front of your body. And number three, one pivot point. Stay more over your left side throughout impact and you'll hit solid short game shots, and it applies to all 5 shots that you learned around the